Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. It's been a pretty fun day. I just saw Keemstar, who is a pretty big YouTuber with 2.8 million followers over on Twitter too, say over on Twitter, quote, "I believe XRP is going to reach all-time highs soon. Things are lining up," end quote. I am not a financial advisor, I'm a YouTuber, I don't know anything, just saying. Well, I mean, he actually invested, I think, $280,000 a couple of weeks ago, I believe somewhere January 18th, something like that, into XRP while it was still at about 30 cents or so. And then turned that into about $1.9 million in the span of like, I guess, 2-3 months or so, which was definitely quite fun to see. He got a lot of hate for it. He's definitely been hated a lot over on Twitter as well because he also posts about safe money and whatnot. But I think it's pretty fun to see how he talks about XRP specifically, because he at least has a million XR freaking P. It's pretty fun to me to sometimes see that type of stuff, just quickly saying. Having said that, guys, I'm still trading over on Bybit, as most of you guys already know. I love it, I love it, I love it. I already told you in the previous video, today was one of my best days in a very long freaking time, and I still recommend this platform. I'm gonna kiss it today. I just love it, but they have a freaking huge deposit and other bonuses, so go check it out. A link is down below if you also want to support the channel. Now, I also wanted to talk about this Letsexchange here for a little second. I've been trying it out, works like a charm, and basically what it is a fast exchange platform where you get your money, let's not say faster, but you get it at the cheapest rate possible. So what they do as a service is literally take all the exchanges out there and match you up for the best providing rates, right? Or for the best rates. Gonna quickly say it here. It worked for me like a charm. This is no advertisement, nothing like that. But I'm gonna tell you guys to be careful with it a little bit because I have seen some people say it might be slow. Then again, you should understand for yourself as well. There, of course, are some difficult parts that come with, trying to match up services together, and the fact they might be really busy. I don't really know, but to me, it worked like a charm. Just quickly letting you guys know about that, and I do think it's an interesting concept. So yeah, I quickly wanted to say that I've been trying it out. You might want to try it out for yourself. If it is cheaper, if it is not, of course, don't go for it. But at least they have a freaking ton of coins out there, and it might be easier than some of the exchanges that you guys are using. And since they don't have KYC. Yeah, it might definitely be something easy to use. Now moving on, David Joel-Katz Swartz said over on Twitter as a reply to Stephen W. Huber, he said, "Do you really think the former Treasurer of the United States didn't check with her old friends at the Treasury Department and the SEC beforehand to see if it was a good idea to join Ripple as a board director during an ongoing lawsuit? Sharp thinking by DAI." Rosie Royce, whatever, said, "Honored to be part of the Ripple family. Let the future begin." She said that right here. And you know what my point about this one is that David here says, "Shh, nobody told her about the lawsuit." If you really start to think about it, her joining freaking Ripple at the board of directors is either because she has to set things straight or for legitimacy purposes, or literally like we just said, because she also knows there's no way they're going to lose or there's no way they're going down regardless of what happens to XRP. I firmly, as I just said already, believe that they're not going to lose all of this. But then again, they just almost cannot. They're poised to do proper if she's on the board. You just can't make this stuff up. A 43rd Treasurer of the United States, currency designer in the freaking title. If she doesn't know a currency from a non-currency, you better do something. You better shoot me or something like that. Because this is, you can't get better than this. A Treasurer of the United States coming into a company which is having a security lawsuit going on right now. But basically the discussion is XRP a currency, yes or no? She designed the currency. That's her freaking title. In the US freaking government, that's what she did. So yeah, it all clicked for a little second after I saw that just now. I can't think about it differently right now. I'm like, wow, they must have this in the pocket in some way, shape, or form. You can't have a person like that on there and be a child's game. No. This is freaking huge. Then Kevin Cage, and it's actually kind of on the same note as something I said right here. Kevin Cage has had some issues, or at least knows somebody. A dear family member friend who is not tech savvy had their Coinbase account hacked entirely and has no response or assistance from Coinbase. The hacker was able to log in, change the phone number, and began doing massive bank withdrawals. We would like to help her get access to her account once again, but Coinbase will not let her access the account with her original phone number. This happened over a week ago and still no luck. Unable to get on the phone with a human being, any assistance is beyond appreciated. And that's actually a really, bad part to these banks, which are Coinbase and whatnot, right? Not being, properly centralized, because a bank like ING, right, or whatever bank you have, Bank of America, if you have an issue, you might have to wait in line for a little second, but usually you'll get somebody on the phone, even though it might take some time. With a bank, quote-unquote bank, like Coinbase and Exchange, it's nearly impossible to get them on there. It's nearly, literally impossible. And that is, again, a fun fact about the reason people don't like to be their own bank anymore, is because if you do something wrong, your coins are lost. But also with banks, again, I'm saying bank because it kind of feels like one if you have your money stored on there. Like Coinbase, why they don't trust those either. It's because, well, they might have your money, but that doesn't mean somebody else can access it. That doesn't mean they can't make a mistake. That doesn't mean they can't just transfer your money away, right? It's literally the scariest part about it all, because it's not that centralized as with a normal traditional bank. And I didn't even talk to Kevin ever, but still I wanted to share this one because I thought the story was important, and because I think this has actually happened to multiple people. And again, also about the Letsexchange in the comment section, you'll see a couple of people say, hey, I have some issues. They keep asking here, if your transaction has been stuck regarding SafeMoon in this sense, send us a message, we'll help you out. And you can see some people saying, hey, I had an issue. Most people are saying, hey, it was solved, for example. But one girl keeps on spamming. Sometimes there's just no response about it. I think in this specific case, since most people actually got that thing resolved here, I think it's all good. But again, some people just keep shouting, never get a response. I think they should do a better job at that, right? It depends, of course, on what the circumstances are. Usually these exchanges do fix it, but sometimes it is too late. And even though this has been founded a couple years ago already. I saw this idea a couple years ago. I think they've been running for like a year at least straight right now, 1.5 years, just without any issues. So once more, I'm saying it's a pretty solid thing. There's always this issue of just support. Binance has been working on it recently, which I think was pretty nice. And Coinbase, I guess, has done an IPO, so they most likely can, direct listing. So they most likely will be focusing more on the, consumer side of things rather than the money side of things now, because again, they already got their listing done. They have the money right now. They cashed out for a good part. They can just chill. Then again, I'm just waiting to see it all unfold, because this is a really big part in the crypto space that needs to be helped. And once more, I'm going to say it for the last time. Even though this is cheaper most of the time because they have a new system, it also comes with the other part of things, right? Where it's a little bit less known until it really does a heavy marketing campaign. But I liked it. Just wanted to quickly say that. Then Matt Hamilton, or actually Jesse, let's quickly see. If you are still thinking in fiat terms, you don't get it. These coins are similar to fiat in the fact they are centralized. People buy Bitcoin because it is the best currency and decentralized. If you make money off of Doge, Ethereum, or XRP and don't turn it into Bitcoin, you lost. Matt replied and said, Matt is, by the way, a part of Ripple X. He says, Bitcoin is a currency. It is a subjective as to if it is the best currency or the only currency that is needed in the future. E.g., XRP is far more decentralized and capable, so would work far better for transactional use cases. The point here is that XRP has such a different niche than Bitcoin does, and the problem/question is, what would you prefer? What do you consider to be good? What do you consider to be worthy for the future? Bitcoin has so many issues that it will lack in the future that I'm like, well, even though it's good right now, is it always going to be that way? Are people always going to prioritize Bitcoin over others? Will Bitcoin always stand alone? Will Bitcoin actually always have value? Because if you ask me, Dusty, what is Bitcoin good for? I'm going to say it was first. And that's basically it. Is it really properly decentralized? Debatable, because a lot of it is happening over in China. If China in one area has an outage, boom, Bitcoin is dead, right? So that kind of makes it centralized to some degree. Is Bitcoin good for transactions? No. Is it really good as a currency overall? No. Is it really a proper store of value? Debatable. You might say yes because, well, it's scarce, so there's a real limit. So yes. But then again, do you actually know that people will value it this way? Well, no, because there's no real world thing. It's just cryptographically designed in this sense so that it looks to be scarce. But then again, it also depends on how people view it, right? Theoretically speaking, there's a certain amount of units, but then again, those units can always be subdivided, so scarcity is always relative. I mean, scarcity literally just means there is a certain maximum in this sense, right? And the more that people feel as if the amount of coins will grow deterioratingly, the more that people value it. But in the sense that in Satoshi's first letters, or one of their first letters, he said, we could actually make it so that 0.01 Bitcoin is actually regarded as a Bitcoin unit, basically. And in theory, we could all decide to, instead of looking at one Bitcoin, look at a part of a Bitcoin would make it more scarce. Then again, we could also look at it from the opposite perspective, where we actually look at the smaller units as the real thing, basically making the supply a lot bigger, making the supply a lot huger, if you may. It's possible. A lot is possible. And in that sense, you don't necessarily make something scarce. It's also about the amount of digits something has, because if Bitcoin were to be valued at the Satoshi level, then all of a sudden the Bitcoin supply is a lot bigger, right? And the price would drop per coin. But then again, do you think it's scarce? Do you call safe ones scarce because there's freaking trillions of coins? No. But then again, it is the same type of scarcity if you start to think about it. It's just, is there a maximum? Yes. Okay, boom, it's scarce. Is there not a maximum? Okay, then it's not scarce. Because once more, Bitcoin can be valued in a different sense if we look at Satoshi rather than the actual Bitcoin now, or at least some smaller unit that is not Bitcoin, but it's, for example, 1/100th of a Bitcoin, which is possible. Then CoinDesk, staking for Cardano ADA currency is now supported on US-based exchange Kraken. Just wanted to quickly let you guys know about that. I think a lot of you guys use it, so hey, there we go. And that was actually it for today's video. I see we've covered everything. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video soon.